Dan has a long way to go to rebuild his now audience and status, because it was deprived of him because he had his Mail column taken from him and he had his GB News show taken from him. And that was at the same time as Lawrence Fox had his show taken from him for insulting Ava Evans, for the horrible crime of saying he didn't find her very attractive. And Calvin also had his show taken from him, is now with Lotus Eaters, because he said that this isn't fair to Lawrence and Dan. Now, I would like to point out, as someone who goes on GB News fairly frequently and still has people who host shows there who are friends, Bev Turner, Patrick Christis, Neil Oliver, they're doing fantastic work. The problem is with the channel in that it seeks to, from day one, appease the people who will never be appeased. They were boycotted from the off with the advertisers. They have had multiple write-ups in The Guardian and the like. Ofcom has launched 13 investigations against them now. They're finally pushing back after the People's Forum because Ofcom is saying, oh, you gave Rishi Sunak too fair a shake. They put a transgender activist in the audience to ask him a question and then implied that the man who was talking about the vaccine damages he and others had suffered to Rishi Sunak, for the first time he's been encountered with that question by any of his constituents, that, oh, violence might have broken out. I think that's incredibly tepid if you catch my drift. So the idea that Ofcom is an impartial arbiter is ridiculous. The idea that GB News should bend over backwards to appease activists who have boycotted their advertising, or the activists in Ofcom, or the activists in government like Caroline Dinenage who have sent them letters trying to say that Bev Turner should lose her job because, like Dan Wootton, Russell Brand should face a day in court if there are allegations that are substantiated before having his livelihood taken away from him. The idea that GB News should bend to any of these people is wrong. And I think, frankly, they've made a mistake in getting rid of Dan. And so I wish Dan the best of luck with whatever he decides to do next.